And so right now we got the cars going to the grid. Here's Arvid Lindblad. And Lindblad, he's on the... Oh, he's slowing down. What's going on? Lindblad is slowing down right now.
Lost that one. So stop. So stop by a marshal post, stop by a fire post if you can.
No, it is game over for Arvid Lindblad. And Lindblad is not going to start the race. On his way to the grid, on the formation lap. And he is not going to start this Grand Prix. Esteban Ocon, back in the Haas garage, already announced that he would not start the Grand Prix due to battery issues. Well, now Arvid Lindblad has lost power. After qualifying second in the sprint race, Lindblad is not going to start the sprint. Well, that was very unfortunate for Lindblad. He's not going to start the race. Here's Oliver Bearman. We call him Ollie Bearman, in fact. And, oh, Bearman's slowing down now. Does he have a problem, or is he just letting someone through? There's no one around Bearman. Oh, he's out. I can see smoke out of the back of his car. It's game over as well for Bearman. All three racers, Esteban Ocon, Arvid Lindblad, and Oliver Bearman, are not going to start the sprint race here in Miami. Bearman is out. He will not start the Miami Sprint Grand Prix. Game over for Ollie Bearman. Unbelievable. 3 racers already out. Well, that's one way to start a sprint race here. Welcome to the F1 Sprint here in Miami. And we have 19 cars on the grid instead of 22 because 3 racers, Esteban Ocon, Arvid Lindblad, and Oliver Bearman, are not going to start the sprint race. And evidently, George Russell, Nico Hulkenberg, and Lewis Hamilton are starting from the back of the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights ablaze for the sprint in Miami. Lights out and away we go with a sprint race here in Miami. And Junebug gets away well. He is just ahead of his teammate Valtteri Bottas. Then now, Ben to Junebug leads this Grand Prix here for the sprint race. Look at the McLarens there side by side. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Into the next turn we go. We have 19 cars on the grid. And right now, everyone trying to keep it clean. Not necessarily. The 2 Aston Martins, a little bit of a collision there. But everyone somewhat keeps it clean. Here comes Bottas. Bottas to the inside of Junebug. Well, Valtteri cannot get the job done. He backs off. And that is slightly unfortunate. Look at this contact. Antonelli and Bortoletto's got a penalty. Insane stuff right here. Bortoletto got in the side of Antonelli. And Oscar Piastri's lost so many positions. He's now down to 6th place. And right now in the final points position because it's a sprint race. That's right, in the sprint race, as there's Lando Norris going wheel to wheel with Valtteri Bottas, and Norris makes the corner, and he's ahead of Valtteri, while Bottas is going to fight right back and take 2nd place right back. In the sprint race, we got a problem. Never mind, we got problems. And Alonso, I think he has collided with Pierre Gasly in the Alpine, but the driver who is positioned in 8th place in the sprint race will score points, even though this is basically a non-points paying race. Here comes Junebug, and Junebug continues to lead the Grand Prix. He's still ahead of his teammate. Imagine if it's going to be a 1-2 if Valtteri can hang on and defend from the McLaren of Lando Norris. Lando is gaining fast on Valtteri Bottas. Carlos Sainz is currently 8th, has got a 5-second penalty along with Alonso and Bortoletto. Only a few more laps to go and it's come down to this. Liam Lawson to the inside. His teammate Lindblad could not start the race, but Lawson dives to the inside and get the final points position because Sainz has a penalty. That was insane work right there from Lawson. He dove right in the inside, but Albon quickly fought back with a slipstream from his teammate. Look at Piastri, he's up to fifth now. Oh, that's actually Hadjar. Hadjar almost into the back of someone. That is insane. What a sprint race we gotta go here in Miami. Oh, that's a brave overtake. What a move from Isaac Hadjar. He is screaming past Gabriel Bortoleto in the Audi. And Bortoleto, just like that, he might fly back though. Here he comes around the outside. Never mind. There goes Isaac Hadjar. He's past Oscar Piastri. Into the next position in the fifth place. The top five goes Isaac Hadjar. But never mind. Piastri's gonna fight back. And Oscar Piastri regains fifth place. What a move by Oscar Piastri. He's picked up a couple of places and almost one corner. That was a brilliant move though from Isaac Hadjar. Isaac was able to fight back real hard, and he's going absolutely fast right now. He knows that there are some points to be earned for the sprint race. As Verstappen and Leclerc in a heap of trouble, here comes Colapinto. Franco Colapinto around the inside. Colapinto to 11th place. What a move from the Alpine. But can Charles Leclerc fight back on the last lap of the sprint race? And Leclerc goes around the outside. This is like how Valtteri was able to fight back against McLaren. Will it be a double move? Contact! Leclerc just gets out of Colapinto and back up to 11. Great move here by Charles Leclerc, able to get up to 11th, just right past Franco Colapinto in the Alpine. What a brilliant move! And we're on the last lap of the sprint race as Junebug still leads. Well, here he comes, Bent Junebug, looking for his second sprint win of the season. He won the sprint race in Shanghai. Well, now in the second sprint race of the season, he is going to win it in front of the home crowd. Bent Junebug wins a sprint race in Miami it is. And EN7 Trackhouse Racing Cadillac 1-2 for the sprint victory. Junebug wins the sprint race in Miami. That is incredible. What a day. And maybe Alex Albon will get the final points finish because of the time penalty. When Carlos Sainz Santinelli collects the fastest lap of the race, and Pierre Gasly will finish off the grid. Here he is, on the top step of the podium in the sprint race. Bent Junebug wins the sprint race in Miami, and Valtteri Bottas comes home to take second place to make it. And EN7 Trackhouse Racing Cadillac 1-2 with Lando Norris coming home to finish off the podium in third place. It was a brilliant effort from McLaren, but it wasn't enough for the number one American team in all of Formula One, as Bent Junebug wins the sprint race for all of USA and in Miami. What a drive! It's Bent Junebug ahead of Valtteri Bottas, Lando Norris, Kimi Antonelli, Oscar Piastri, Isaac Hadjar, Alex Albon, Gabriel Bortoleto, Liam Lawson, and Carlos Sainz Bortoleto will collect the final points finish in the sprint race with 8th place. What a brilliant drive. And what an awesome sprint race. And to think, all of this, that was incredible. Well, later today we'll have qualifying, so join us for qualifying.